let me ask you a question, and I really do mean this. Is Narnia really relevant anymore? I mean, in a day when every shelf on every bookstore is crammed with fantasy series featuring dragon slayers and dragon trainers and dragon heroes and dragon masters and everything else, does a series written 7 decades ago about talking animals and school children really matter to anybody? Well, that's the question I asked myself a little bit more than a year ago when I launched this channel. Well, just a few short weeks after I launched my channel, another channel published a video about Narnia, and its title was The Slow Death of Narnia. And chances are you've probably seen this video because it was absolutely everywhere. It was massive. And in the midst of all this, the question grew. Was Narnia really dead? Now, to be honest, I really didn't care to know the answer, because I knew that deep down I didn't care if Narnia mattered to anyone else. It mattered to me. And to my absolute delight, and honestly to my great surprise, I've discovered that there were so many of you out there that were just like me. So many of you who also knew the deep magic that was hidden inside those old yellow pages. And today we're celebrating the fact that over 20,000 of you have decided to join me week after week as we journey into the wardrobe. And as of this week, this channel has officially been viewed 1 million times. Now, I share all these stats with you not for my own vainglory, but instead I want these numbers to encourage you, and I want to share with you what happens next here on Into the Wardrobe. So be sure to stick around at the end for a big update. But first, a little behind the scenes. You know, people sometimes ask me, what all is involved in creating these videos? What's the process? How long does it take you? Where do you get your ideas? Aren't you gonna run out of things to talk about? Well, the ideas come from lots of places. And at this point, I've got a list of topics that are pages long. So I'm not worried about running out of ideas anytime soon. In fact, I'm more worried that I have more topics to cover than I have time to ever talk about them. You see, each episode takes a lot of work. Most episodes take between 20 to 30 hours to create. Now, I tell you all of this not to whine about how much time I'm sacrificing or make you feel sorry for me. I'm telling you because I want you to be sure that every single story in this mountain of topics and every idea will eventually see the light of day. As long as you keep watching, I'll keep working. Now, here's the exciting part. In these last 15 months, we have built something amazing here. An incredible community of people around the world who share the same love for a country we've only visited in our mind's eye. And it really is an incredible community. I mean, just take a look at the comments section, after this video is over, of course, and tell me if you've ever seen such a positive, smart, insightful, and unified group of people in a YouTube comments section. I don't think I have. So where's all this going? This growing community, this celebration of a fantastic and unseen world, and this desire to tell more and more stories. Well, that's what I've been building up to. Today, I'm announcing the launch of a Patreon dedicated to the continued growth of this community and the commitment to share more of the incredible stories of Narnia with the whole world. By becoming a patron of Into the Wardrobe, you'll help me create more content, and you'll help in practical ways. When we meet the first goal, I'll be able to buy camera and lighting equipment that will save several hours setting up gear and tearing down week to week. I mean, you should see my setup right now. It's just ridiculous. You know what? I'll show you. Here's a picture. Yes, that's my microphone sitting on a cookbook and a bucket. And that's a teleprompter made out of an old picture frame and a piece of cardboard. This ain't Hollywood, but you know what? That's okay, we make it work. Now, when we reach the second goal, not only will I be able to buy the equipment I need, but I'll also be able to hire an editor. That will help me spend more time writing and recording episodes. Of course, along the way, there are some fun perks for you supporters. At every level, you'll have access to 24/7 chat with myself and the rest of the supporters on our own Discord server. Now, I want to say the reason that we're charging for this is because we want to make sure that only the highest quality members join in this conversation. But if you're unable to afford supporting this channel and you still want to take place in this conversation, just shoot me an email at narnialore@gmail.com and we'll make sure that you join in with us. Now, at higher levels, you'll get some cool swag. You'll see your name posted on the end credits of each video, and you'll be able to join me in a monthly live video chat for Q&A and other discussion. And then some of my favorite perks. You can join me as I host a quarterly trivia night complete with prizes, You could receive one of my original pieces of artwork signed and printed on canvas. And check this out. You can even have yourself or a friend painted into a scene and secretly featured on an episode. And no matter what level of support, the first 100 people to join the Patreon will receive a signed postcard with an original piece of art and a personal thank you. So that's the plan. And if you want to be a part of it, you can find the link to the Into the Wardrobe Patreon in the video description below. But it's not just a plan, it's more of a dream, really. A dream that as more and more episodes are released into this world, and as more and more true fans of Narnia engage, a new generation of fans will discover a land of school children and talking animals, where there's deeper magic, a greater journey, and a land that's more real than our own. Let's show them together. Come with me, won't you, as we continue to take more journeys into the wardrobe.